All right, guys, we are starting our 35-day train journey all throughout Europe. We're starting out here in Spain, gonna end up in Italy, hoping to get to about 7 countries. Could be more, could be less. Stay to the end and you'll find out how many we hit. Okay, first order of business is to get to Barcelona. We got a great hotel there. It's gonna take us about 3 hours to get there on the high-speed train. So excited, we just got here to Barcelona.
Yeah, the train took about 2.5 hours to get here, and it was a really good ride, I thought.
Yeah, it was really comfortable, and I was really shocked at how quickly we got here.
There were no stops between Madrid and Barcelona. It didn't stop at all, it just came straight here, so that was really great. It is pretty late though now, so we're gonna go try to find some food. Of course, most people eat here late, so the restaurants are all open.
We're eating on Spain time.
Won't be any problem at all, but we're gonna go walk and find that and then get settled in the hotel and check out Barcelona. We got a SIM card right when we landed, and that was only 20 euros, so we put that in our phone, and we've been looking on Google Maps, although our phone is almost dead, but we think we found a place. It's a Chilean restaurant. It's right down the street here, so we're gonna go check it out now.
All right, so we're about to dig into these croquetas. These are ham flavor. They do have several different ones. And then we're still waiting for our main dish to arrive. Oh my goodness. So we got the double order, and this has beef and chicken and also some sausage in there, some chorizo, Spanish sausage, and it looks like it's on a bed of French fries. So we're gonna dig in here and enjoy.
Okay, this is really good. So I found some fries, but I also found there's an egg in there too, so check that out. It's very good.
All right, this is it behind me, the H10 Cubic, and we are gonna head on in there, get checked in, check out our room. It should be really good.
All right, we woke up a little late this morning because of the jet lag, but we did hop on the bus and we're taking a little tour of Barcelona. And the first stop is the Gaudi houses, which is something you really wanted to see.
That's right. Actually, the city is flooded with his work. We're going to be seeing more of it today. This is just the beginning. Another piece of art here, right in the middle of one of the busiest boulevards here in Barcelona. More of Gaudi's work back here behind me. We're on the search for more, so we're gonna head over to La Sagrada Familia. You're gonna be amazed at this next piece of work. So we're riding the touristic bus here around Barcelona today. There's a couple different companies. We're using the one that's based here in Spain, Barcelona Turística, and we are on the blue route right now, which is where we're seeing all of Gaudi's work. But you can also ride the red line and the green line. It's all included in the one fee. So let's continue on the route. How do you know you're in the tourist area of a city? You see these guys behind me. McDonald's, Ben & Jerry's, and Five Guys.
We're at the site of Gaudi's famous La Sagrada Familia, which was started in 1882. Now the spire height on this building is 560 feet, and it's not expected to be completed for another 50 years. It's truly remarkable.
All right, so if you're looking for the work that Gaudi himself has done, you're gonna want to come to the front side. This is where you'll see his work at hand right here behind me. You'll see a little bit darker than if you look on the other side where we arrived on the bus. It's a lot cleaner and looks less aged, obviously, than this side here, but this is his actual work right here on the front side. On the back is the newer work. So of course, one of the things that you must have when you come to Spain is paella, and of course their local red wine. So I'm gonna dig into both of those right now and enjoy. The food was absolutely amazing. The restaurant, it's a local place, and in the middle of the day, oftentimes restaurants will have just like a set menu. So you can choose from 2 or 3 things for the first course, 2 or 3 things, sometimes 4 for the main course, and then you have your choice of dessert. And then it also comes with a drink. You can get water, you can get some bubbly water, or you can also get wine and beer, and those are local ones. And then for €70 more, 70 cents, you can also get like Coke or Fanta or like a flavored soda of some sort. The food was absolutely fantastic. It was €12 a piece for all of those items, so we paid $24.70 because Rob got a Coke. And so it was $24.70, great price. That includes tax, everything, and all of those items. We walked out of there pretty stuffed. All right, super excited for this train ride today. We are headed to Figueres and headed to see the museum of one of my favorites. It's Salvador Dali.
Okay, that journey took us 55 minutes to get from Barcelona, and while that was a high-speed train, it did not go as fast as some of the trains we were on to Madrid. That one topped out at about 200 kilometers per hour, which is around 125 miles per hour. It cost us €20 each to ride that, so pretty cheap and inexpensive to get here in an hour. We're excited. We're gonna go try to find some food on the way to the museum and maybe walk and eat with it. We're not really sure what's here or how far of a walk it is, but we're gonna find that out right now.
All right, so little change in plans. We forgot about how fervent the Spanish are about their siesta time. So most of the places, actually all of the places except for a grocery store, were open on the way out. So we're gonna try to find something after we go to the museum, which is behind me. We're about to go grab some tickets and hop in there and take a look around. We cannot bring the camera in to film. We'll take some pictures, but you get the idea if you see Salvador Dali's work. Well, just like Gaudí is basically the king of the city in Barcelona, this is Dali's town here, and his fingerprints are all over the city, and it's really quite remarkable what he kind of left behind. The museum was actually designed by him, so that was really cool to see too.
Okay.
Gracias.
So we just came out of the museum. We found this restaurant open that has a lot of tapas, so we picked our 5 favorite things. We're going to enjoy them right now.
All right, that was pretty amazing food, was it not?
It was great.
All right, so we're all done at the museum, all done eating. Now we're heading back to the station, walking back up. It's gonna be about a 55-minute ride. This has been a really great experience, super easy to do. You don't even have to bother with a taxi. You can walk right down here. It is downhill on the way here, uphill on the way back, so just be ready for that. So excited, heading from Barcelona to Paris, first class on a high-speed train. ¿El 11? Oh, gracias.
At our first stop here in France, we've been on the train for about an hour and a half and had a nice breakfast. Just decided to get off here at the first little fresh air break. It's a beautiful day and about 5 hours to go. This is the baggage compartment in our first class car, and as you can see, it's pretty full, and actually the train is real full. So if you have a lot of baggage, you may want to get on pretty quick and put it on here, because that did fill up within just a little bit after we got on. This was totally full. There's a few more spots inside the cabin, but those also did fill up too. We're passing by a lot of water, really amazing scenery on this trip. I'm in the bar car right now, which is closed. It's not been open the whole trip, as you can see behind me. So we brought a lot of snacks. Not going to be an issue for us, but we're going to get back to this scenery because it is beautiful. Just left the first stop in France, and we were delayed there a little bit because the police came on board and checked everybody's passports. It is a rather full train, and I think we were delayed by about 10 minutes because they were pretty thorough checking everybody, making sure they had all the right documentation and so forth. But we're back on the way, and we're seeing some amazing countryside in France. It's a really exciting trip to be on, so I'm gonna see what's up next. This is a 6.5 hour journey from Barcelona to Paris, so the bathroom is an important thing, so I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. There's a second bathroom down here, and one thing I wanted to point out was how wide these stairs are. They're about twice as wide as trains in America, so we just carried our bags upstairs, no problem. It's really easy and wide to get, so I'm going to show you what that looks like as I go up. Alright, we made it to Paris. Our train was only about 10 minutes late. We made it in, we walked out, we came in at the Lyon station and just took the metro over. It took us about 20 minutes, really easy, about €2 per person. So we're checked into our hotel now, which is the Citizen M on the Champs-Elysees, and it's really cool. A great location. So it is a small room, but Allie's going to show you around real quick what we've got here.
Alright, so we'll start back here at the door where Rob was standing, and you'll see we got a nice little mirror here. Here's the door, and then this is kind of like a closet area storing currently Rob's backpack there, and we've got some hangers and a shelf here. And then in here it's kind of like a cool dance studio, but it's just the bathroom. You've got your commode here. It kind of has the feel of like an all-in-one because you've got the same type of flooring, kind of like an all-in-one shower, but it's separated because you do have a door to the actual shower here. So that's good. That separates, and you've got your commode, and you're all set. So that's nice. It's spacious enough for what we need here in Paris. Then you got this sink area here, trash can, sink, and then I do love that they give you a fridge in your room. It's a little drawer. Open that up. We've got a few drinks and things that we got for the morning, coffee and things like that. We'll pop that right in there. So that's great. And then here's our bed right here. And like Rob said, it's cozy. It's got New York City vibes, right?
Yeah. So also people are going to want to know, I think, how much we paid for this room. So we paid $140 per night for this room, but it is directly on the Champs-Élysées. It's in like the Apple store, the flagship Nike store are right outside of our...
And what store is literally right outside?
Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, the Tiffany store is right next to the hotel. So that price could be going up.
That's right.
It depends. What's going to happen the rest of the week here. So yeah, we paid $140 a night, which is, for this area of Paris, really, really good. We debated about staying right near the train station. The prices were about the same. And so we found this one.
And the rooms were really about the same size, too.
But this is a really nice new hotel, which we like. Like, they give you, if I can get to it.
I love this.
They give you like an iPad.
I love this. You have all of the outlets, so the UK, EU, and the US, and then...
Oh, this thing is like stuck to a cord.
Yeah.
But they give you an iPad. Oh, the iPad does come off. The charger is stuck to a cord.
Okay.
Yeah, so they give you
here with this thing.
They give you a little iPad. You can control like the lights and stuff, I think, with it. I don't know what else you can do yet, but
you can set your housekeeping schedule on there as well if you would like to have them come and do that, and you can control different things.
You can control the color. See, I'm controlling the color.
Yes. Look, it's our party room. Ooh, maybe while somebody's showering, you can just control that, so it's kind of like a rave in there.
All right, it's green now. Greenish blue.
Okay.
So yeah, we're really happy with this hotel. Just getting settled in. There's a nice grocery store right across the street. Got a few snacks. We're ready to go to bed and wake up and do something cool in the morning. Yeah,
so let me show you real quick here. Come across the bed and you will quickly see that this is the Champs-Élysées down here. What I find extremely humorous is that right across the street is a Five Guys Burgers. Ha ha ha. But anyways, the lovely thing is we're on the 6th floor. It's totally quiet. You can't hear one peep up here. And it is pretty hustly bustly. It's a Saturday night here on the Champs-Élysées in Paris. And it's pretty noisy down there, but you don't hear anything up here. The staff was actually really, really friendly and extremely helpful. So we're really looking forward to checking out Paris this time. All right, it's our first morning here in Paris. Just getting up. We slept in a little bit because we did get up a little bit early yesterday to get from the hotel to the train, and we didn't get a ton of sleep on the train because we wanted to see all the gorgeous views. So we did get to sleep in this morning. We stopped at a little store down below, and actually it's directly across the street from me here. We got some macaroons because, you know, we're our own parents right now. And we could have dessert for breakfast. But it's actually kind of cool. When I got up this morning, I was looking out the window and I realized, you know, there's no cars out here. And then we found out that it's no car Sunday, or there's no cars on the Champs-Élysées on Sundays until about 5 p.m., I think. So that's kind of cool that it's going to be car free for a big chunk of the day. So we're going to go down there and walk on the actual street because there's a lot of people already doing that down there and running on the street. So that'll be gorgeous to walk up towards the arch again. But we're going to go out there because I did have a little mishap with my crossbody bag yesterday. my zipper broke, and that's not super safe to keep the stuff inside. So we are going to go down there and shop for a few minutes to get a bag for me. So we're going to go look around for a little bit. We are planning on taking the train tonight over to Toulouse. So we are leaving, our train leaves at around 10 p.m. So we're planning on just kind of hanging around here most of the day. And then we're going to head on, hop on the metro over to the train station and be ready for our ride in an overnight ride in a car, in a bedroom on this train. So we're excited about that. So I'm standing right on the Champs-Elysees where there should be cars running over me, but there aren't, because the one Sunday out of every month, it's car free, the Champs-Elysees, so people just walk up and down the street here. It's a fantastic day. Arch back here behind me, lots of people walking around and enjoying the freedom here to just move around without having to be concerned for the cars on the street. I think this is it here. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick tour here of our French overnight sleeper car, and this room that we're in is actually for 4 people, and we did pay an upcharge to have that room just to ourselves for just the 2 of us. So you've got the 2 beds up top and the 2 beds down below, and for your fee you get this sleeping bag style. So it's together down here, and then you can snap yourself in if you want, or just have it off on top. But that way you're not sleeping just on the cushion. You actually have something between you and it, and then you get your pillow. So that's nice and comfy. And then you can lock yourself into the room right here. There's a little night light down here, on and off, nice, easy breezy. And then there are a couple, 2 different locks that you lock to lock your door. And then you've got temperature control. Now this is just a real mild temperature control, and it is cold outside tonight, so we do have it turned to warm. This here controls on and off for sound from the attendants and from the conductor. So they're doing those announcements all in French and no translation whatsoever, so we can't understand it anyways, so we just turned it off. I figure if something important happens, the attendant is in the room next door to us and he knows that we don't speak French, so that's cool. And then this light here is an overhead light, the light that you see right now, but you can turn it all the way off, or it's got a little night light setting with it as well. So that's really fantastic. There's a ton of storage in this room. There's storage underneath the beds here, the lower bunks. So if you had 4 people in here, each of those people would store their things under there. And then you've got this here, and then right across from it, above where all those buttons were, there's also storage up there. There is plenty of space in this room for 4 people, so definitely don't shy away from this one. And if you do have the opportunity to share it with just the 2 of you, then definitely pay that upcharge and enjoy it.
I'm gonna give a quick test of the stairs and see actually how difficult or easy it is to get up there. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Just pull that out. It looks about good.
So far, so good.
As long as you don't pull that out.
See?
Okay.
Shaky, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. So a couple impressions here of this sleeper. First of all, I'm on the top, and the ceiling height is amazing. You don't normally find that where you have this much headspace on the top, and you actually have the same on the bottom. So I really love that. especially as someone that usually sleeps on the top. It's great if there's 4 people in here, but we don't have 4 people. There's only going to be 2 of us. We paid $125 each to be in this sleeper overnight, and then there's a thing you can do where you pay an extra supplement to have the room totally to yourself. So that was an extra 50 euros. So it was 300 euros total for the room and the supplement, and then we have the whole 4-berth couchette to ourselves. So that is really cool. Now I'm wondering though, if you are, I don't know if I can get a shot of this though from further away. If you are sleeping up here, there is this one like strap to hold you in, but it's just the one. It's just the one. So I don't know how that works. I don't know. We're not going to have to find out because that's just the one thin strap, and it would be right about where your head is. So
you could hang yourself on a stick.
I don't know how it's going to work. Now the other thing with this is that we don't think, we're not totally sure, but we don't think this is going to come with a meal or food of any type. So we did bring our own food. We went to a grocery store by our hotel. We're staying in downtown Paris, and we picked up a little bit of dinner for tonight, and we picked up a little bit of breakfast for the morning. So in just a minute we'll show you what we got, and we're gonna have our first meal on that little table. But this is gonna be great. We're gonna wake up and we should be in or near Toulouse. Okay, we have our dinner set up here on the train because we don't think we're getting anything. So we stopped by the grocery store. We did pretty good, I think. We bought stuff that you wouldn't have to cook and that you can kind of eat for dinner. So what did we pick out?
Well, on Sundays, this is a fun family fact for us, raising our kids, we always had breakfast for dinner on Sundays, and today happens to be Sunday, and we thought, why not buy breakfast for dinner? But these are easy because it's waffle and chocolate chip pancakes in this little bag. So we got this, and then we wanted to throw a little bit of fruit in there. We like traveling with some of these, so we had some of these with us. So we're gonna share that. And then, of course, we're in France, so definitely get some macaroons. They got a little bit squished in my bag, but we're gonna share those as well. And then, of course, we got our water here from the train. So we're gonna share that tonight, and we'll be ready to wash up and get ready for bed.
Yeah, I'm most excited to see what those pancakes taste like. They're gonna be pretty good.
Smell really good.
I've had the waffles already. Those are really good.
And obviously we've tried the macaroons.
We've tried those, and they're
as you can see,
really good
two
as
are
well.
missing.
So let's open the pancakes and see how they taste.
All right, let's see. Here we go. It actually smells like they have syrup almost on them. So let's break off a piece. These are chocolate chip pancakes. So, that actually tastes pretty homemade. It's pretty good. I forget what these came in. So those are really good. Rob, you're gonna like those. And then we know the waffle's good. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of one of these macarons. How about that? This is lemon. Oh, it's unbelievable. If you've never tried a macaron, you definitely should try one. And if you come to France, you have to try one. I don't think it counts if you don't eat one when you're here.
Okay, I am checking out the bathroom in this French overnight sleeper train, and I have to say it is pretty nice, pretty spacious. So you got the toilet right here, and plenty of room. It's not an angled toilet, but there's plenty of room on both sides, so I love that. And then the sink is here, and there's actually counter space, which is so rare. There's a couple of mirrors and a little ledge here you can set stuff. Supplied with paper towels and with toilet paper. So this is a really big bathroom for a sleeper car, and yeah, I think this is really great. There is also in the hallway another bathroom which does not have a toilet. It's just a sink, and then there's another set of bathrooms on the other end. So Tons of bathrooms on this. You're probably not going to have to wait too long for people in line today because there aren't that many people on the train. So this is going to be great for us, and we're excited to go get to Toulouse and see what that's like also. One thing I also wanted to point out that I just read here on the door, it says that it's forbidden to use the bathroom while the train is in the station. So I think that's only because maybe the waste dumps out the bottom. They don't want that happening in the station. The other interesting thing is when you go to try to flush this toilet, there's nothing on the wall over here. You actually step on that little button right there, and that is how you flush the toilet. So kind of interesting and cool bathroom here on this train. It's a new experience for me. Waking up this morning, we're just about 15 minutes outside of Toulouse, and we slept really well on the train. It's very quite quiet. It was pretty smooth. The horn doesn't blow at all, so you're not going to be woke up by that. And there weren't very many stops, so not very many starting and stopping situations. So slept really good. The plan today is we're going to get off, take a look around Toulouse, have a fun day there, and then on the same day we're riding the train back to Paris. We'll be able to see it during the day and see what the views were like that we were sleeping during. And so we'll be back in less than 24 hours. It's going to be a good quick trip, but come with us, check out Toulouse, and we'll see what that scenery was like on the way back to Paris.
Alright, we pulled into Toulouse here, got off the train. Sun has not come up yet, as you can see, darkness around me, but we're going to head down to the central part of the city, kind of the downtown area, and look around there.
We walk down to see the sunrise over these beautiful bridges. This is Pont Neuf behind me, and we're just gonna catch the sunrise over the river. It's a little bit windy and rainy, but it's such a beautiful city, so we're gonna show you a little bit of what it looks like in the daylight.
So we noticed a lot of young people around as we were walking down here, and then realized we walked right past the university, so that must be where they're all headed this morning. Must be for some early classes. Okay, went into a little bakery right here near the church, which we're about to tour here in a few minutes, and decided to get a croissant and a chocolatine, which is a croissant with chocolate inside basically, but it's shaped differently. So it looks like this, and it's light and fluffy like air, and the croissant is enormous. It's practically the size of my head if I can get it out of this bag. Let me show you what that looks like. Oh boy. It is stuck in this bag for life. There we go. Look at this thing. It's almost the size of my head. Absolutely amazing. Each of those was just €1. Crazy to think that. So we're gonna sit here and eat, and then.
This is one of the best things you'll ever taste. The chocolate inside is just amazing. I love this. I better eat one more bite and then give some to Allie before I eat the whole thing. We found a kebab shop here in Toulouse on the way back to the station, and the food looks really amazing.
Okay, this is absolutely amazing. Some of the most delicious kebab we've ever had, I think. We did pay €6.50 each for our meal, and we got this huge kebab, fries, and a drink with it. Definitely worth the stop.
Alright, we're hopping on our Ouigo train from Toulouse back to Paris. Should be a little over 4 hours to get there, and we'll be getting in about 6:30 tonight.
Yep.
We paid about €49 each for these tickets, and we did pay a little bit extra to be on the upper level. So $16, I think, to be able to pick which level and which direction you wanted to face. So we picked upper level, facing forward. And so it was just a little over €100 for this trip. Alright, that's a wrap on Paris to Toulouse in an overnight sleeper train, and then we made it back to Paris all within 24 hours.
Okay, you probably recognize the structure behind me, one of the most famous, iconic things to see here in Paris, France. That is the Eiffel Tower. Absolutely amazing. It's such an enormous structure, you just are not prepared for just how large it really is. We walked down from our hotel. It was about a mile to get down here. We could have taken the metro, but honestly, it just feels like it was a lot more trouble than that was worth for just a mile. So we walked down here, nice jaunt down here. There's not too many people around, so we've done some pictures, and we're gonna walk around and find some other viewpoints to take pictures from. Okay, so we are on the Trocadero, and this is probably the most popular spot to take pictures from. Now, there is some construction going on right now, so as you can see down there, there's a lot of stuff kind of barricaded off. But even from here, look at how enormous the tower looks. The first time I ever came to Paris, this is the viewpoint where I saw it from, and I just couldn't believe how enormous it was. Okay, we are gonna take a peek here at the Louvre. It is another iconic spot here in Paris, France, and it houses one of the most famous paintings in the whole world. Whether you like paintings or not, you would know this painting, and that is the Mona Lisa. It is inside, and it is quite the spectacle when you get into the room with her, because she is kind of she's a lot smaller than you envision she's going to be, and you walk into the room and you see the crowd of people and kind of make your way to the front there to see her. She's behind some protective glass, so that's a really incredible experience. A lot of beautiful pieces inside here, but we're gonna go in and take a look around. All right, guys, this is it. We are leaving Paris on our way to London, and we're riding the Eurostar. And this is exciting to us because we are going to be traversing underneath the water by train. It is the longest underwater train tunnel in the world, and a first for us. We've never done this before, so it's going to be a really cool experience. Going to bring you guys along with us. Okay, so we are headed through security here, and then we are going to be into the London Hall to wait for our train, which is going to be in about an hour, hour and a half or so. We got here a little bit early today, but we are here and we are ready to go. Okay, we've arrived into London. We're here at the Blackfriars Thameslink station, and we're about to walk over to our hotel. Decided to check in and start exploring the city.
We decided to come check out the Imperial War Museum, which is free. It wasn't that long of a walk from our hotel, so we got a ticket for 5 o'clock. We're gonna see what time they'll let us in. We're going to check it out right now.
Alright, it is day 12 here and we are in London. We've got Big Ben behind us, which is looking pretty good. And then we also have Westminster Palace here on this side. We're also going to try to take a peek at the London Eye. I'm not really sure I'm going to go up in it. If you are aware of my heights dislike. But we'll see what else we run into in here today.
Made it to the London Eye, and I don't think we're gonna get alley up in that, but we do have also the place here where you catch the river cruises, so that is cool. We have done that before, and it's pretty windy and cold today in here. It is February, so don't know if we'll do that today, but this is a great tourist area just to walk around and see the sights.
Whoops, sorry, had to make a quick call home, but I don't think I could use these, so I think I'm gonna have to stick to my cell phone.
We've been here for a few minutes taking some pictures. Allie wanted some pictures, and I started to smell something that smells really good. I think it's this Westminster's burger place behind me, so I noticed they have sausages. I feel like I need to go try that out right now. Yeah. Look at those. That was what was smelling good. Those look so good. So, got 2 sausages and a water. We're gonna have some lunch here on the river. It's our last day in London. We're packing up. We're at Euston Station and we're headed to Scotland on the Caledonian Sleeper. Train doesn't leave tonight until 11:50 p.m. Pretty late. So we are here early. It is 8:30. I think the Avanti Lounge opens at about 9:50 to us. And so we're gonna try to go over, hop in there and see what it looks like. But I do know that we get to board the train early. You get to board about an hour and 20 minutes ahead of time. So we're also gonna try to hop on early and we can see what the train is like a little bit earlier than normal tonight.
Got some green tea and a lemon shortbread cookie as a little snack, a little nighttime snack before we go to bed after we board the train. Okay, so as Rob mentioned, we get to board the train about an hour and 20 minutes before it takes off, which is great because you can get settled in. But we're gonna go hit the club car. They should have our food just about ready. We're gonna grab our food and then we're gonna head to the room, and we gotta get a tour in of that room because we got a really special room on this train.
Alright, this is the club car on the Caledonian Sleeper, and as you can see, it is really fancy. Probably the most luxurious observation club dining car type car we've ever been on, and it is really nice. So this is reserved right now for passengers in the club or in the double rooms. If you're in the classic room, you do have to reserve a time to come in.
So this is the menu for the club car, and it says Highlander and Lowlander, and the Caledonian Sleeper is the Lowlander, this one that we're on in particular. So the menu, when you look inside, it will tell you, say this is the Highlander, so these will not be available to us. So you just turn until you get to the Lowlander menu, and this is what we'll be able to choose from tonight, as well as from the drink menu as well. So he'll come by and take our order and then bring us a little nighttime snack, and then we'll be ready to head back to the room and do a tour. Okay, so I got the sliders, and I'm definitely going to share one with Rob because he likes these so much. But he got nachos, and I'm pretty sure he's going to share those with me.
That was really, really, really good. We have to start this tour out in the hallway because unlike any train I've ever seen, our room has a key card. So you know this is going to be good, just like a hotel. I'm just going to touch the door and it'll open right up for us.
Okay guys, so this sleeper car, we are in the UK, we're in London, headed to Glasgow. So let's take a look at this one. This is a double room on the Caledonian Sleeper car train. And this is absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at this bed here. As I said, this is a double. So this bed is a double. You get 2 pillows each, so that's 4 pillows. And look at how spacious that bed is. This is gonna be great to sleep on the same level together instead of Rob having to sleep up at the top like he normally does. So that's amazing. And then you've got quite a bit of space. So under here, we've got 2 suitcases, 2 21-inch suitcases stored underneath there. So that's fantastic. And then you get a few special treats with this one. You get this little package here, which is earplugs, an eye mask, and some soap. And then in here, you'll each get some pretty nice treats as well. You get hand and body wash pillow spray, which is scented like lavender. You spray that on your pillow at night. I love these. This is amazing. I'm so excited to have this because we ran out of ours, so that's great. And then there's hand and body lotion, and then there's also conditioning shampoo in here as well. So that's actually, those are pretty good sizes. Those are just over 3 ounces each for those big bottles. So that's enough to probably shower like quite a few times with that stuff. We're definitely going to put that in our bag because we can always use travel size stuff when we're traveling. And then with it, you also have a menu here for room service, which I'll show you how to get your room service if you want that. And then they also include our menu here for breakfast, so we can choose what we want in the morning for breakfast. We'll set that outside the door. When we're ready, we'll write in what we want and set that out there. You get your safety information for emergencies on how to get on and off. And then this is an accommodation guide, kind of tells you all the different types of accommodations that they have, the different types of rooms, and just kind of shows you all the different things that you have in the room. And now there's 3 of these little panels here in the room. This one in particular has 2 power outlets, 2 USBs, a host call button, and a window light as well. And then there's a shelf right here for laptops and for computers and tablets and such. Sink here is amazing. You hit this button and boom. Okay, so you can go ahead and wash your hands. You don't have to worry about holding the button down. And then this one is going to give you the temperature. So you've got cold on this side, and if you switch it, you're going to be on hot. So that's really nice. You can pick your temperature as well. Right here is a trash can, and then here is a nice little table where you can have your breakfast if you want. So that's really nice too. Just slide that back in there. We don't need that. We got some towels right here as well. So let's see what's at the other 2 panels here on the other side. I'll show you here. This one has got a thermostat on it, and the temperature, you can make it a little bit cooler, you can make it a little bit warmer. It's not going to make an enormous difference, just a little bit, enough to give you what you want. A USB here, also a nice little reading light here if you need it for at night, and you can dim the lights to the room, or you can turn them all the way off with that one. You have another shelf here where you can store your tablets and computers and such. And then this panel here has the same reading light. It has a USB, it has a do not disturb button, and then it will also turn the lights off to the whole room. Now on this side here, this little button, we've got our bathroom. The light is off right now. This button will turn the light on. And then in here, we've got our shower. Whoops, should turn the light on to show you. And right here is the toilet. Ta-da! And then it's got a nice strong magnet right there. So bathroom, Toilet paper hides there, so when you're showering, you're not wetting your toilet paper at the same time. And then the shower is right here. You can use it, you can grab it there, or you can stick it right here and then just have it be stationary for you. And then here you pick your temperature, hot or cold, and you will press it. So that's a pretty impressive room that we've got here. We'll show you some more.
Wanted to go over the cost of this car. This is the double, so this is the most expensive cabin you can get on the Caledonian Sleeper, and this one cost us £410 for the trip. That's for 2 people. That's the total cost for both of us. Now in dollars, that would be about $554. So it's an expensive cabin, but if you compare that to the trains that we ride back home, you might find it cheap, you might not. To be able to get 2 beds on the lower level, it's a double bed, that's just amazing, and I think it's well worth the cost. So a couple of the things that we noticed after we got settled in here were, we were wondering if there was a table or anywhere to eat, and there is. It's just hidden. So it's right here under the sink, and you just pull it out like this and it flips like that. So we have a table just like that, and I'm going to put that back away. And then there is a window, which if you pull this up, you can see it is nighttime now. It's almost midnight, so you can see out there. We still haven't left the station because we got on so early. We've already eaten, we've already toured the whole train, we've taken pictures, we've done all kinds of stuff. We're still at the station, which is pretty amazing. And then a couple other things are, there is a light here that is for the bathroom. And if you have that on, it's fully lit. If you turn that off, then you just have kind of a night light down here that kind of lights the way during the night. And the other thing I wanted to mention that I've really realized for this sleeper car is this really is one of the quietest sound compartments I've ever been in. You can't hear anything. I know there's people walking around out there, can't hear it. I feel like I could yell in here and nobody would be able to hear me, and they could yell out there and we couldn't hear them. It is like, these walls are rock solid, soundproof, thick walls, unlike anything I've ever been on. This is a first class sleeper car, and we are really excited to be here because we love sleeper cars, and this is probably the best one we've ever been on. One of the most unique features of this train that I've ever seen on any train is there's a shoe cleaning station inside the club car. So let's go take a look at that now. All you have to do is push the little button and it'll start the rollers going and clean your shoes right here. I don't think these shoes I have on are what's made for this, but if you had dress shoes on, that'd be the perfect thing for it. How is the bed?
It's actually very comfortable. This is nice. Now, I am gonna have to climb over you if I have to go to the bathroom in the night, but other than that, I think we're good. It's comfy enough.
Let me get in and see how much space we have. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great.
The pillows are comfy.
This is amazing to be on the lower level.
Okay, shh, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Alright, Allie is putting the pillow spray on. That means it's bedtime. We're getting ready for bed. This is a pretty quick train. We're going to be into Glasgow early in the morning. I think we get off at 7:30 a.m. So the train only takes about 8 hours to get there. So it's time for us to go to bed. So we will see you in the morning.
All right, good morning. We are up and ready to go here, but first we're gonna have our breakfast, which we had delivered to our room with our instructions from the door. We've got our coffee, and we've got a little porridge bar here, a little oatmeal bar, and we've got a sausage roll, and not a sausage roll, a bacon roll. Ordered that off the menu, so it's basically a bacon sandwich. And then some orange juice. So we're ready to go. We're gonna gobble that up, and then we're gonna hop right off the train, ready to explore Glasgow.
just walked over to the Ibis Styles in Glasgow Center, and it is 7:30 in the morning. And we thought, you know what? We're gonna walk over and just tell them, hey, we're here early, see what happens. And to our shock, they let us in a room right now. So we just got off the train. We're gonna use this time to take a shower. We didn't shower and do all that stuff on the train. We thought we'll risk it and get to the hotel. So time to do all that right now. But we're in the Ibis Styles in downtown Glasgow.
Getting ready to dig into some Japanese food here in Glasgow. This restaurant has been serving Japanese food, Asian food here in Glasgow for 20 years. Okay, we are leaving Glasgow. We are headed towards Edinburgh Waverley and going to be waiting around there for a little while, so we may have a peek around depending on the weather. And then we're going to be hopping on the Caledonian Sleeper heading back to London.
Alright, this is a Cornish pasty, and it's supposed to have potatoes, meat, and maybe something else. So I'm going to give it a try. It's like a beef stew. It's really good. I love it. Quick recap of what's going on. We are in Edinburgh. We got in about 1 o'clock, and our Caledonian Sleeper leaves tonight from Edinburgh at 11:40. But Storm Dudley came through and dumped a lot of rain and down trees, and there's a couple trees down on the tracks between here and London right now. So they're working to clear that, and we're not sure if we're going to get to go tonight or not. So it is also like 30 something degrees outside, and the station here really is kind of like an open air station. So what we decided to do, since we had 9 hours to wait, was we are in a hotel. We got a hotel for the day. It's the Motel 1. right near the station. So we're gonna hang out here and wait and see if the train actually goes. If it goes, we're gonna go over to the station at 11. And if it doesn't go, we're staying here for tonight and probably tomorrow night too, because tomorrow there's a no travel order for the whole UK because of another storm that's coming in. So kind of uncertain plans here, but for right now, we know we're in the hotel. We'll check in a few hours and see if we're actually getting on the train tonight.
Okay guys, quick update. It looks very promising. We got to the station and the train is here, so I think that we're gonna avoid troubles from the coming storm and we're gonna be able to hop on and head over to London.
It is 10:40 at night and this train takes off at 11:40. Boarding starts at 11, so we're just waiting about another 20 minutes to hop on board. A little less time to get on here than some of the other trains, like the one in London, where you can get on a full hour and 20 minutes earlier. And there was no lounge, first class lounge for us to sit in, so we're just hanging out here on the platform. We're about to hop on. Just got into our Club Twin room, dropping our bags off, and then we're gonna head down to the Club car, which you can go to if you're in a Club Twin or a double. You can also go if you're in a classic room with space available, but there will probably always be space available. But tonight it's kind of a special situation. So we're here between two large name storms, Dudley and Eunice, and there has been widespread disruption all over the UK, and they told us when we got on that they were not able to add hot food to the train. So we're gonna go down there. There usually is hot food, and they said they have drinks and snacks. We're gonna go see what they have and try to get some drinks and do that. So we've had food on a previous Caledonian Sleeper and it was really good. Won't get that tonight, but we did bring some of our own snacks we'll get to try. So before we get a room tour, we're gonna go get a couple drinks.
Is it about an hour before we get in? Okay.
Certainly will pay the extra. Okay guys, who's ready for a room tour? Everybody. All right, let's go for it. So this is a Club Twin room, which means we have access to the club car, and we've got two twin beds. So I'm going to give you a tour of my downstairs suite, and Rob will give you a tour of his upstairs penthouse. So let's take a look down here. So the ladder is here, kind of sort of in the middle for the upstairs for Rob. So it just clears the door here. We do have two pillows, which I think is really nice because I do like two pillows. The bed seems maybe like it's a little narrow, but we'll check that out in a little bit. And then we've got a few things here on the bed. We've got an accommodation guide, and this accommodation guide basically tells you what's in the packets that you have on the bed, and basically gives you a little tour of everything that is in your room and that you have access to. So you just read right right through there, and that gives you all the information you need. Now, you also have your menu, Highlander and Lowlander. So if you're not sure, you can always ask your room steward, and they will let you know what menu you're using, if you're using Highlander or Lowlander menu. We're on Lowlander, but we are not getting anything to eat from the club car tonight, just drinks. So what's next? We're in this bag here, and ooh, this looks fantastic. Let's dig right in here and see what we've got. We have got some hand and body wash. We've got some lotion. We've got conditioning shampoo, and guys, this is pillow spray, and this is like a beautiful thing. This is one of my favorite things. I love pillow spray. It's basically like a lavender scent, or at least I think it is. Oh yeah, it is. It's like a lavender scent, and it's nice because you spray that on your pillow before you're going to bed. It's just a nice calming, soothing scent like essential oils. So highly recommend that. I'm definitely keeping what's left and taking those with me because we ran out of ours. So this is gonna be nice to have a new one. And then we've got the Journey of a Nighttime. Oh, that's such a cool tagline. I like that. Kind of a play on words of Journey of a Lifetime. It's a sleep kit with earplugs and an eye mask in here. So let's take a peek at that real quick. Rip the bag open, and it is indeed what they said. They've got their little logo here, Caledonian Sleeper, and you've got your earplugs, but it's really quiet. These walls are really solid. I don't think we're gonna have any trouble with noise. So I think that's great. And you've got your little safety information here for the sleeper coaches, the accessible, the seated coach, and then also for the club car. Now, there's a lot of stuff in here, which I think is crazy. But first of all, you've got 2 outlets here and 2 USBs, as well as your host call button and the window light, which is the light over here by the window, off and on right there. Easy peasy. That's a nice little night light. And then on this side, we've got the room light on off there, and then here you've got your you can dim it, the overhead lights down and up, and then you've got 1 USB, and you've got temperature control here of warmer or cooler, and you turn that. We have it turned a little bit cool because I do have it a little bit warm here in the car tonight. And then this is your reading light here. We also have a couple of bottles of water over here, 1 for each. I'm definitely, or I don't think they're both for me. Definitely 1 for each. I will share 1 with Rob. And yeah, so that's great. And then you've got some hooks here on the door. There's a lot of places to hang things. There's 2 more hooks here on this wall as well. So you got these, and there's also some in the shower room as well. And then there is an ensuite light here, and that goes to the bathroom, on and off. And then over here is the sink area. So you've got your sink. What I love about this is that you press it. You don't have to do anything. It's just gonna run. Okay, and then here is your hot and cold. Right now it's set to cold. If you want it hot, you're gonna move that to the back. You can kind of see the light, the colors here, blue and red. So that tells you what kind of light that what kind of water you're gonna get, hot or cold. So that's great. You can put soap here if you want that. You got a little trash can right here, and then your hand towels are right here. In here is a nice little table. So when we want to eat breakfast in the morning, we just pull that right out, and we've got ourselves our table. So let's put that back. And now Rob is going to give you a tour of his upstairs penthouse.
All right, I'm going to climb up and show you what it's like on the top bunk and how hard it is to get up there, which the train doesn't seem to be moving right now, so I'm going to give it a go right now. The ladder seems pretty sturdy, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, and we're moving right as I try to climb up. Okay. Not too bad. And I did measure this beforehand. You can't fully sit up. It is 26 inches from the top to the bottom, which is, we ride a lot of Amtrak trains in America. That's still 2 inches or a few inches high, more clearance than a Superliner, but quite a bit less than a Viewliner. So I think this will be really comfortable tonight because I'm used to kind of a low clearance, and this will be not bad at all. But what's really cool about this area up here is it does have some features that you normally don't get on the top bunk, so I'll show you what that looks like. I do have my very own USB plug, which is amazing to be able to charge my phone, have access to a couple of lights there, and a little cubby hole over here to hold drinks or my glasses or something like that. One thing I wanted to mention about this train is that it is so quiet, and one of the reasons it's really quiet is we're not used to this, but trains here in the UK, they don't go over like railroad crossings, like where there's cars going through, whereas in America, about every 20-30 minutes you're crossing a place where cars go, and so the conductor, the engineer, is blowing the horn, and you hear that horn all night. I don't think I've heard the horn once on this train. I'm not even sure if there is a horn. So that's going to make it a lot more quiet. Not to mention that the walls just seem better insulated. Everything is going to be a lot more quiet. Now, this bed is 6 foot 2 inches long, and it is 26 inches wide, so that's pretty good. Most people will be able to lay out comfortably. If you're like 6'6" or 6'7", you may have a problem, but other than that, I think everyone's gonna fit. So I'm pretty happy about this bed. It seems really comfortable, and I think it's gonna be a really good night's sleep. So there's one more great thing about this club twin room, which is the bathroom.
Alright, so we're gonna do our bathroom tour. So first off, we've got some towels in the bag right here. And we've got a night light here. There's the overhead light that comes on and off with that switch just outside the door. But otherwise, if you don't have that on, you've always got this night light, which is really nice at night. In here, you've got a bin for your trash in the bathroom as well. But here is actually where your commode is. This is a shower and a toilet all in one. You open this up here, and there's a magnet on the wall, and here's your toilet. And this is where your toilet paper hides and keeps it safe and dry if you're taking a shower. So when you have this down, this is nice and sealed. And then for your shower, you turn the temperature, so if you want it hot that way, cold this way, and then press it and it comes on, and then the shower head is right there. And you can pull that out and you can hold it while you're showering, or you can set it here and have it be stationary, and you can just stand underneath it while you're taking your shower. So this is a really nice, efficient bathroom. You've got a couple of bars here as well that you can hang on to because the train is moving and you do not want to slip, especially if you're taking a shower and fall. So you've got one bar here and you've got a bar on the other side as well, and you have a nice, easy to find flush button in the bathroom too.
So we paid £235 for this room, which is the equivalent of 319 US dollars right now. I thought that was a pretty good deal. The trip is only about 8 or 9 hours. We're not really sure how long it's going to be today because of the weather, so it could be a little longer, but that's what we paid, and for how nice this train is, we do think it is pretty good value for the money. Good morning. We got to London Euston Station a little bit early, and it's 6:45. We're there waiting on breakfast, and just wanted to update you. I did take a shower last night, and it was pretty good actually. Water was warm, came out at a good angle. There's a little nozzle you can hold, and it's not continuous. It lasts for about 30 seconds then shuts off, but it was good. It drained well, which is really important because it doesn't leave a big puddle in the bathroom. But I did take a shower, and it was one of the better showers I've had on a train. So breakfast was just delivered. We got a couple bags here. We're gonna open them up and see what they brought us.
Okay, ready to open up and see what we've got in here. First of all, most importantly, we've got coffee, and this one's already made. So that's nice. And we ordered bacon roll, which is essentially a bacon sandwich. So bacon on some bread. That's pretty good. And it's nice and warm. And we've got porridge. or it looks like an oatmeal bar essentially. And some orange juice. And then we've got some cutlery and some milk and sugar for the coffee. So a little bit of everything, but I'm gonna dig in now. Okay, we are off the train. So the train got here a little bit early. It's supposed to get here at 7:05, but you have until 7:25 we had to get off the train. So that was nice. We ate our breakfast and now we're ready to hit the streets here in London.
No, I'm joking. Okay, I think we are all well rested here from Paris, ready to take off and head over to Switzerland on the TGV Lyria.
choisi TGV Lyria pour votre voyage et nous vous souhaitons une bonne journée.
Meine Damen und Herren, in wenigen Minuten erreicht unser TGV Lyria Mulhouse-Ville. Bitte vergessen Sie nichts im Zug, bevor Sie uns verlassen. Wir bedanken uns, dass Sie den TGV Lyria für Ihre Reise gewählt haben und wünschen Ihnen noch
Dans quelques instants, notre TGV Lyria arrivera en gare de Bâle, son terminus. Avant de descendre, assurez-vous de ne rien oublier à votre place. Afin de faciliter la suite de votre voyage, nous nous tiendrons sur le quai à votre disposition. Nous vous remercions d'avoir choisi TGV Lyria pour votre voyage et nous vous souhaitons...
Very good. First French cheeseburger. Or maybe it's Swiss, I'm not sure. Is it Swiss or a French cheeseburger? Who knows?
Le chef de bord souhaite la bienvenue aux voyageurs nous ayant rejoints à bord de ce TGV Lyria à destination de Bâle. Nous vous souhaitons un agréable voyage.
Meine Damen und Herren, guten Tag. Das schweiz-französische TGV Lyria Zugteam heißt Sie herzlich willkommen an Bord unseres Zuges nach Basel. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise.
Checking out of our hotel here after a good day. We're headed over to Zermatt today to try to see the Matterhorn. We made it to Tesh, which is one stop away from Zermatt. So we're staying here the night. It's a little bit cheaper to stay here than over there. So we're doing that. We're gonna go get the shuttle train and take that all the way in. It's about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get there, and then we're gonna go try to see the Matterhorn and what else they have in Zermatt.
Okay, so we took the Zermatt shuttle up to Zermatt, and once we got here, we went to get our tickets for the Gornegracht, and unfortunately, the weather has become a little bit difficult, a little bit windy, so we weren't able to go on that, so we were a little bit disappointed. So, make ourselves feel better, we stopped in the Lindt store, and we're gonna drown our sorrows in some chocolate. So, I'm gonna dig into one of these classic chocolates right here. Look at that. Dig right into it. I'm gonna take a bite. I'm gonna give the rest to Rob. Good stuff. We are on an adventure here in Zweisimmen, Switzerland, getting ready to hop on the Belle Epoque.
There are two types of trains that leave from Zweisimmen to Montreux. One is the Golden Pass panoramic car, and another is the Belle Epoque, which is an old 1920s, 30s style train. That train only leaves twice a day, and that's the one we're hopping on right now.
Gleis 6, Einfahrt aus Ouigo nach Stuttgart, Abfahrt 12:29 Uhr. Hier warten die TGV sind geschlossen. Vor 6 Départ 12h02, 4 voitures au secteur C et D sont fermées.
Hello. Okay, so we've been on here for a few minutes and it is absolutely gorgeous. You saw from the footage what this train looks like. It's just such a luxurious old train, and it just feels amazing, and it's just really nostalgic.
This train is included with your Swisspass, so if you have the pass, you can just hop on board and show your pass when you get on.
entre vos prochaines correspondances. Los Angeles Aéroport, départ 14h17 de la voie 1. Pour Brick, départ 14h43 de la voie 3. Montreux et du Next Angeles nach Los Angeles Flughafen, Abfahrt 14:17 von Gleis 1. Nach Brick, Abfahrt 14:43 von Gleis 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, next stop, Montreux. This is the final station of this train. Please descend from the train. The MOB train crew thanks you for travelling with us and wishes to say goodbye.
Okay, told you guys we were gonna get the most out of our Swisspass, and we are. So you just saw us get off of the Belle Epoque. Now we are going to be hopping on the Panorama, and we paid the extra 15 francs to sit in the VIP car. Now this carriage sits in front of the engine, which is absolutely amazing. So you have an actual front row seat. We're gonna bring you guys with us. So hang out, here we go. As you can see, the views are absolutely incredible out of the front here. Continue to enjoy along with us.
Prochain arrêt, next halt, next stop, Chernay.
And they're in sections of 3 and 1. So you got to book ahead because those 8 and peak season fill up. But as you can see in off season, they're not that full. Totally worth the price.
All right, this is it. We're all packed back up again and we're ready to jump on the Glacier Express. It is an iconic train ride here in Switzerland. We're super excited, so get ready. Here we go. Okay, we're on board and we're excited to get going. We've got really nice seats here next to the window, the single seats, and then the double seats are next to us. This is so exciting. Train's starting to fill up a little bit. Not this car in particular, but a lot of people are getting on. So we're ready to go here. We'll show you some sights here as soon as we get moving.
Just taking a look around here, and this car is really beautiful. It is actually exceeds my expectations of what I thought this would be like. This is pretty luxurious, and I'm pretty excited to be on it because we've been on a lot of Swiss trains and they are excellent, but this one is even one notch higher. Check out the bathroom here on the Glacier Express, and I'm pretty impressed. It is big. This is a luxury train, and this is the kind of bathroom you'd expect. So it has a toilet right there, pretty wide on both sides of that, and then a really nice sink area where you just push this button here, get the water to come out. Got soap over here, and there's a window here, but it is kind of grayed out, so you can't see out of it. But all in all, really nice bathroom.
Okay, so we just got off the Glacier Express and that was an incredible ride. It's been on our bucket list for a long time and you just never know, you know, if something's gonna be amazing or just meet your expectations or exceed them. And I would say that the Glacier Express exceeded our expectations. Absolutely spectacular. From just watching the video, you have seen everything that we saw. And so we're here at the station in St. Moritz, and we also went into the information center and found out that you could get a certificate for having been on the Glacier Express, and they stamp it here. So all you have to do is show them your ticket that you traveled on that day, and they will issue these Glacier Express certificates to you, which is super cool. And the other thing you can do is this: you can get your travel stamp booklet, so kind of like a little passport for the different trains in Switzerland. And we got ours here in St. Moritz and got it stamped here. So they have the little stations where you can do the stamps as you travel all around Switzerland. So that's pretty cool to have too. We've got quite a few stamps already in this book.
We are in the Lauterbrunnen Valley in Switzerland, and this is a place that I came about 10 years ago. Allie has never been and has always wanted to go, so we came back here. It is one of the most beautiful valleys you will find in the world. It is just surrounded by mountains on all sides and tons of great hiking. There's waterfalls, anything you want to do here, skiing. It's just a great place to come visit, so I'll show you a little bit around. What do you think?
Paragliders up there. But I think I'll pass on that option. But this is gorgeous. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's so exciting to be here. I've seen the pictures of it, and I saw your pictures of it when you came without me for work, but really beautiful here.
Yeah, if you keep walking down this path, which is a no-car path, it's the place where they filmed the 007 movie in Switzerland with the gondola. So that's pretty cool. You can walk down there, take the gondola up, and eat in the revolving restaurant at the top. We're walking down this path and we just got hit by this aroma. It just literally smells like cheese. And
we gotta find this cheese.
It's in Switzerland. You can just smell cheese everywhere now.
And what if it's melty and we can have fondue?
So yeah, we're gonna investigate further now. We're in Lauterbrunnen, which is where we're going to start to get up to Jungfrau. And so tomorrow morning we have reservation at 10 o'clock. We take the first train up, and then the second train from there goes up through Eiger to the top of Europe, and that is going to be quite a nice train ride.
Well, we are in Switzerland, so we do need to have some fondue right here. Potatoes and bread, which are the two main things. And we've got some veggies as well.
All right, our starting spot is Lauterbrunnen, and it's gonna take us 2 trains to get to the top. The first one we're gonna pick up right over here. It's this yellow train down at the station down there. That one is gonna take us to Wengen, which is up there. And from there, that's where you can see Mount Eiger from, which is the north face. And then from there, we have to catch the Jungfraubahn, which takes us to the very top. So we're gonna go down, get on that yellow train, and get started.
Okay, we made it up on the first of the 2 trains. We came up on this one over here. We got off of there and we're gonna be boarding this one in a little bit. We're gonna explore this little area here for just a few minutes and then we are headed up to the top of Europe. Okay, we are on board and ready to go. Super excited to get going.
I rode the elevator up to the Sphinx Terraces, which is the very top. It's 108 meters up from where we were standing below. And it's very windy and cold out here. We're at elevation of about 11,300 feet, I think. So you have a beautiful view of the glacier and the mountains from here. And this is probably one of the best viewpoints for it.
Okay, we are about to enter the Ice Palace. I'll bring you along with me, but my question is if we're gonna be able to make it from one end to the other without falling, because I don't have the right shoes for this, so we'll see.
Back down to Klein Scheindig, and that's where the north face is, which is right here, which is the north face of Eiger.
Holy cow. That was the most amazing 6-hour adventure from when we left our hotel to we'll be walking back there here in just a few moments. It's absolutely worth the effort and the money to go up there. If you can do it, if you get to Switzerland, definitely put this at the top of your list. Hands down, we both said, Rob and I both said, this is probably the best experience that we've had in ages. And you know, we have a lot of experiences we've had, but this is absolutely incredible, completely worth it. We hope you guys enjoyed the trip along with us. All right, guys, we are here on platform 10, awaiting yet another iconic train here in Switzerland. It is the Bernina Express. We are in Chur and we are ready to take off.
And these first ones here.
Nächster Halt, Filisur. Next stop, Filisur.
All right, so we got a quick stop, really cold stop here at Alpgrube. We have about 15 minutes to take pictures and look around. Just make sure that you're really cozied up because it's really cold up here. Okay, so that was an absolutely incredible ride. It was very different than we were expecting. Part of it is a little bit like the Glacier Express, so we thought maybe, you know, it wouldn't be quite as pretty, but it is a little bit different route. Absolutely beautiful. And then going through the highest points, and once you get down into the valley here, we're in Campocologno, you see the lake, and then also the viaduct is absolutely incredible. It's kind of like a curly Q coming down that, so that's a really incredible experience. Like Rob said, we happen to have the right seats to be on the inside, so you can watch the train as it loops all the way around and then get a good view of the viaduct as you come out at the bottom. But this has been a really great experience.
It is day 26 of this European adventure, and we're in Zurich. And we are trying to get to Vienna, Austria tonight. We're on the Nightjet, so that should be pretty exciting. Okay, we think we found our room, which is 21, 111, and 115. So it's a double door right there. We're gonna go up. Oh, there's Allie. Everyone's trying to get settled here, and we're just trying to get our bags situated. It's a little tight.
It's tight.
Mostly because our bags don't fit under the bottom bed. So
it would be nice if there's like a, I don't know if that's another bed down there.
I was initially
we'll
confused when we got on, because you walk down and then it's like a split level floor plan.
Yeah.
Right. So like some of the rooms are up and some are down, and
but none are on the level that we're on.
No, none are on the level you're on. So I was like, where is the room? And then our bed numbers are 111 and 115.
So we weren't even sure we were in the same room.
Yeah, we hoped we were, but we are.
Kind of
so we're gonna try to turn this around and get you a better view of this room in just a second here.
All right. Okay, so I think we got everything settled now. We found a place for what we have in here. It's not really made to travel with the size bags that we have right now. But remember, we travel full time, so we have all our stuff with us all the time. Most people traveling on Nightjet are gonna be, you know, traveling a little bit lighter, because it's just you know, day trips, week-long trips, that kind of stuff. Not quite as long as we're doing. So we found a place for everything. We'll kind of show you what that looks like, but it feels better now that we're in here. So we do have some goodie bags. I love me a goodie bag. So let's dig right in here. First of all, I love slippers. Look at those babies. Yay, slippers. Okay, what else we got in here? An eye mask. Ooh. Okay, that's got some cool stuff on there. I think I'm gonna keep that as a souvenir. We got a washcloth. That feels new and soft. That might be a keeper. We've got a bottle of water, still water. That's good. And let's see, there's more stuff in here. Wow. Let's see, a little trail mix and a little fruit mix. That's nice. Oh, some earplugs. Although I don't think that's gonna be a problem. And a pen. Wow, that's a nice goodie bag. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty good little gift. We got 2 of those, and then we also got, well, that was in that bag, but we also got extra waters here. Ignore this water, we brought it ourselves. We drink a lot of water. And then they also gave us each a bottle of wine. What? Yeah. The good news is Rob doesn't drink wine, so 2 for me. All right, so in here we've got a sink. You just open that baby up, ta-da! And we've got our sink right here. Get that up here, and we can wash our hands. Okay. I'm not really sure how we get it activated. Oh, right back there. Let's see here. Woo. Yeah. So we'll figure that out in a minute. But this is the sink. And then we've got a little, so that's nice because when you're not using the sink, you can just use that to set stuff on if you want to. A little extra space, which you're gonna need in here. And then we've got a nice little mirror here with the light, which is a good thing as well. We've got a shade here, which is good. Can't see anything because of course it is about 8:50. Yep, 8:53 right now. So there's that. And then right here, there's actually a little table, which we could use for breakfast in the morning. So that's what we've got down here. And then here's the door. You already, there's two locks on this. We've got one here and one here. And then here's where you pull open. Just pull it and the door comes open for you. So that's that. And you actually have a little peephole here, which is great. You could look right out there. Somebody's knocking. You could see who it is. I like that. And then 2 hooks here to hang stuff. Then over here you've got you can turn your night light on here. So like that, all the way off, or like that, okay? And then here's your temperature control. Again, these don't really change the temperature too much, but you can make it a little bit cooler, or you can make it a little bit warmer. Up here, we don't touch this stuff because this has to do with the movement of the beds. So we got in here and the beds were already set up. So we're not going to show you the way that it looks like when everything is put away because it all runs on keys and stuff like that, so we can't move that. And then you also have a button here to call for service, although I feel like that's in a dangerous position. Like if you were standing here, you may just hit it and call the attendant by mistake. And then there's 2 closets here, kind of like a locker style. See that? We got one here, and then we have a drawer. And then we have another drawer. Ooh, no, that's not a drawer. That's just the door. Right there. Okay. So we have some place where we can put some stuff. There's a little bit of storage underneath, but it's kind of inhibited with some of the parts for the way the bed sits up as a couch. So the top part of the couch folds underneath, and then that gives you less space underneath to store. That's how come we can't stick our big bags under there. But I'm gonna show you here the bed situation and what that looks like and how we're planning on sleeping in here tonight.
Thing that we're trying to figure out is how to actually get up there, and we think, well, we could just stand on our suitcase there, but there's this little pull-out thing next to the bottom bed, and I think that's what you're supposed to stand on. So I'm gonna give that a go. See how that does. Oh, well, it didn't break, and I made it up, so I guess that's good. That's a plus, right? So we wanted to tell you how much we paid for this room, and we paid 209 euros, which euros and dollars aren't that much different, so dollars is just a little bit more than euros, but paid 209 euros, and we're going from Zurich to Vienna, which is going to be about a 12-hour ride. So $1 for hour, that's actually really good compared to some of the other European ones that we've done. So, you know, 200 and something dollars. We're going to be 12 hours overnight. We will get breakfast in the morning, so we're excited about that. And just to be going into a whole new country overnight on a sleeper is really... Is this the first time we've changed countries on a sleeper?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, we've never done that before. Change countries while you're asleep in a sleeper. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, well, good morning. So they've come and they've made the room up a little bit so we can sit up and have breakfast. This is what our seat looks like here, and then the beds push in here, so you actually have a little bit less space once they set the room up for just being seated. So you're just here, and this is a nice little seat for 2 people, and we've got our trays, and we're gonna dig in. So this is the breakfast that we ordered, which is, let's see, this one must be mine because it has coffee. So this is the coffee and orange juice, and I got a yogurt, the rolls, salami, and I got Nutella, and there's some cream and sugar for my coffee. And then Rob got a selection of meats and butter and his orange juice for the morning. So we're gonna dig into this and take in some sights here out the window as we start to arrive into Vienna.
All right, we've arrived in Vienna, and we've got some time here before we head to Venice, so Gonna walk around a little bit, see what there is to do. We arrived at Central Station, and I think there is a palace nearby, so I'm gonna go try to find that right now. Train doesn't leave tonight until 9:21, I think, for Venice. So they do have a really nice first-class lounge for sleeper passengers here in Vienna, and we've been using that. But you can't bring hot food up there. They do have a little hot food up there for you, but you can't bring any more up. So I'm also out on the lookout to find some food for afternoon dinner tonight.
Can we take a picture of you in front of the castle? Oh my god, thank you so much.
All right, I found the palace. There's actually two palaces here. It's called Belvedere. There's Upper Belvedere and Lower Belvedere, and they were built in the early 1700s for Prince Eugene of Savoy. So I'm gonna go take a look. I don't know if I can go inside, but we're gonna go take a look and see what they look like. This is actually really impressive. It's a beautiful building. It's even nicer here than I thought it would be. It was free just to come walk in and take a look. We are here at the station in Vienna, and in just a few hours we're going to hop on the Nightjet to Venice, Italy.
Welcome to our gigantic Nightjet suite. Okay, maybe not gigantic, but Rob, why don't you come down and we'll give him a tour. Okay, so we have, well, we really paid for a double room. This is a triple, but obviously only 2 beds set up, so just for me and Rob. His penthouse suite up here and my lower bunk here. So I'm gonna give you a little tour, but this room is not only 2 beds, but you also get a bathroom, which is super exciting. But let's go ahead and give you a little tour down here. So this basically just pops up, and that's your couch for during the day, and then this flips and is up against the wall right here. During the day they just flip that up, and then this goes up and you can sit right here like on a couch and eat your food. Now, this is the lower bunk bed, as I mentioned, where I'm going to be sleeping, and it comes with a duvet and a pillow. This pillow seems nice and firm, which I like. I don't want it to be too soft, because then it feels like you don't have a pillow at all, right? Okay, so we've got that. We've got a night light here, so you can hit the night light button, or you have the bright lights overhead, so you can control them from underneath here, and then you have like a reading light right here. This is nice. You got a little cubby here where you can set some things like your phone, or I take off my glasses to sleep, so I could set that stuff here. And then here's drink holders. We've got some waters, and for some reason they give you real glass to drink your water. Look at these goodie bags. Who doesn't love a goodie bag? I love goodie bags. Slippers, yay. Because who wants to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night in your socks? You. Even though we have our own private bathroom, we have a sleep mask. That's kind of cool. It's got a cool design on it. That's a Nightjet of some sort. Another bottle of water. Yay, stay hydrated. A washcloth. What else we have here? Ooh, some snackies. Little mix, and then this one's fruit. And then we've got, oh, earplugs and a pen. And the pen is going to be very helpful when we fill out our order for our breakfast. So that's what's in the goodie bag. We'll put that back in here. And we have 2 of those since there's 2 of us. There is a charger down here. And it's, of course, the 220, so you can plug right in there. So make sure you bring your adapter if you're coming from the US, and you'll be able to plug that in right there. And before I send you up to Rob, I'm also going to show you that there is quite a bit of... Oh, okay. So a room steward just knocked on the door, and he brought us champagne.
also included. So yay, that's exciting. Okay, so let's take a look at the floor space over here. You'll see the ladder where Rob's gonna go up the stairs here. And then we've got our 2 big bags, 21-inch, stacked over here in the corner. And I have my backpack right there. And then you can set something here if you need to. And then of course the shade goes up and down. So that's all that. And then there is an extra seat over here in the corner that you just pull out, up and out, and you can sit right there too. So that's quite a bit down here, and there's still quite a bit of space down here on the floor. There is a little garbage can right here. You just toss right in there, and then right here you can call your attendant, and up here you've got volume control for the announcements out in the hall, which I'm sure they're not going to do very many. And then you can control the overhead light here. Here you can control the temperature, make it cooler or hotter. And now we're going to take a look at the bathroom. Okay, so they just came over the loudspeaker and said it'd be about 30 more minutes before we take off because they're having some sort of a technical issue of some sort. But let's hop into the bathroom and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to take you in here. We've got our commode right here. So that's very nice. Well placed in the corner too, so you'll be able to use that very easily. Got some toilet paper and a mirror here. And then you also have a mirror here. And then in here, we've got our sink and a shower. So that's a nice little space. It's a little tight. You can turn this out when you're in the shower, so you've got some space in here. So this can go in and out. It swivels, and you've got quite a bit of space in here. Enough to do what you need to do in here, get the job done, and get out. No lingering in there. And then there's a towel rack right here on the door, so we can each, there's 2 towels right there. There's a 3rd towel if there were to be 3 people in here. It'd be a little bit tight if you had 3 people in here, but for 2, it's definitely the perfect space. All right, so now everybody's favorite is Rob's penthouse suite. So he's gonna go.
Yeah, this is gonna be a dream. And it starts off right here with the ladder. Doesn't look like much, but you can see this is padded. And in the night, when you come down on these, that is gonna be so helpful. Because I was just on the Caledonian Sleeper in the UK, and it was not padded. It's just this, and your feet, like when you get to the bottom of that ladder, they hurt. So ouch. I'm gonna go up this ladder. And the great thing is how much space there is up here. I'm totally up on my knees.
Look at this. Wow.
And
well, because the 3rd bed is...
The 3rd bed is up here, yeah. So let me show you from my view. I have... This is where I'm going to sleep. And then there's this kind of bench up here. I haven't decided what to do up there yet. And then I have a whole storage area over here. Which right now I just have my backpack and my camera bag. And I have a whole empty area. Then I still have to think about what to do there. And the rest of the bed down here. Now, there is, what's really cool, I like these little things right here to hold snacks and my glasses. This is a drink holder. Allie has all the water, but I'm sure she's going to give me some. And yeah, this is just room for a king up here. So this is the biggest.
You could practically stand up there.
It's the biggest, yeah, it's the biggest upstairs sleeper I've ever been on.
Well, yeah, since you don't have the 3rd bed. If the 3rd bed was out, then it would.
And there's all these bars up here. I'm not really sure what they're for.
I think maybe for the upper bunk.
Just to hold on. Yeah, just to hold on to when you're moving about. So that is great. This is going to be the most spacious room I've ever had. I'm really excited about this. It is really late now, and Allie is asleep down below, downstairs. She can't hear me though because she has her Bose Sleep Bud headphones in, and I know she can't hear anything when she has those in. She won't hear the train at all. She won't hear me. So she did make me a snack bag though in Switzerland to bring on this. So I'm gonna look and see what she's got because she knows I might get a little hungry later. So this is the bag. Yeah, she's put it in this Nightjet bag. Give me water. Let's see. Some bacon jerky. That looks good. These are chips from Switzerland. Oh, and some of the Lindt chocolate that we also got in Switzerland. So that's my snack pack for tonight. I'm gonna get my headphones on, listen to a few things, and just wait till I get sleepy. But this Nightjet is amazing. I love it. One of my favorite sleeper rooms we've ever had.
Okay, so we woke up here in Italy. We see the scenery back here behind me, but it's breakfast time. I've got coffee in this nice, interesting mug. And I've ordered some yogurt and rolls, salami, and some Nutella. And there's also butter on here too, which is nice, with a little cream and sugar. So be enjoying that. And Rob got orange juice with his, and no yogurt and no coffee. So we're gonna enjoy that here as the scenery goes by. We have about another hour or so before we're gonna be hopping off in Venice.